Okay. Hello and welcome to UEL's first ever live interactive webinar sessions. Today's session is for the School of Architecture, Computing and Engineering, otherwise known as ACE. My name is Amanda and I'm part of the International Contact Centre. One of my team of international students may have spoken to you recently to endeavouring to ask your questions. Today we're going to take that to the next level, where you can ask questions face to face. So thank you very much for taking part. We'll start with a presentation from the Dean of the school, Professor Hassan Abdallah, who will talk to you about the school, its facilities and the courses that are on offer. We'll then go to our live Q&A session where you can ask questions to our panel, who are the Dean, a current international student and an alumni, one of ACE's alumni. So please be ready to ask your questions, which you'll be able to type directly onto the webinar and we will then answer them. Alternatively, you can join us on Twitter. You need to use hashtag UEL Interactive. I'm now going to pass you over to Professor Hassan Abdallah for his presentation. Thank you very much. Just get it up. Can you see that? That's it. And you've got the mouse.
Good morning, everyone from London. It's blue sky. It's a beautiful day over here. I'd like really to give you a quick overview of the School of Architecture, Computing and Engineering. It's a very vibrant school which is truly multidisciplinary. We offer here a comprehensive portfolio of undergraduate and postgraduate programs which is professionally accredited by at least 12 professional bodies. The University of East London is offer competitive tuition fees, 5% early payment discount as well, 15% alumni discount. We have also generous scholarship up to 6,000 sports scholarships, 4,000 international merit scholarships, and 1,000 transfer scholarships. We have a number of nationally scholarships, which really for undergraduate as well as postgraduate. Examples of that, for instance, is the India Center Undergraduate Engineering Scholarship, which is valued £2,000. The Nigeria Nationality Scholarship, which is valued £1,500. Chinese International Excellence Scholarship, which is £2,000. We have the Malaysian Postgraduate Scholarship as well, which is 2,000, and the Indonesian Postgraduate Scholarship, which is 1,000. You will be delighted to know that we will give you free Samsung Galaxy 8-inch tablet. That's for every students joining UL. You will have also a number of free books to cover really some of the core modules of your programs. We are quite fortunate really as a university because of our unique location. We are surrounded by some of the most prestigious places in the globe, not just in the UK, and that's including for instance the Olympic Park, the Tech City, and we are not far away really from the vibrant center of London, which is very exotic place where you can enjoy and you enrich your culture and your experience. The school itself is one of the largest actually in the UK and maybe internationally. We have over 6,000 students studying here in London and overseas, that's in the Far East, like in China, India, and also in Russia. And that's, as you can see, reflects on the high quality and the high standard and the internationalization of our offerings and our institutions. We conduct transformational research which shapes lives and society, and we focus on a number of key areas of research which are really inform teaching. So in this case, you will be fully equipped with the latest, if you like, development, cutting edge, if you like, knowledge in those areas that's ranging from architecture, software engineering, security, digital forensic, and design materials. As I said, it's the location, which is very, very important, as you know, because that's very important for your own experience. So we give you life experience. And we are neighbor to the internationally known organization, which is Siemens. Siemens have here a state-of-the-art exhibition, which basically models what smart cities, what resilient cities is all about. So you will be able to explore that and engage in whatever activities you're doing, because we have good partnership with them. We are also next to Excel International Center, which is, as you know, it's a major place for international events and exhibitions. People come from across the globe to show their products and activities over there, conferences and so on. We are fortunate to be next door to Tech City, which is, as you know, it's home to Google Campus, creative industries, Tech City, and so on, you name it. This is just examples really of the unique experience you will be getting when you join us. Now, let me give you just examples as a testimony of the life unique experience you will get when you join UAL. We have here what you call it NSS, which is a National Student Survey. And just to give you a couple of examples of what the students say about their experience, 95% of the students were quite delighted with the academic support, the all-rounded experience they have when they join UAL and School of Architecture, Computing and Engineering in particular. 93% of the students commend really the outstanding skills and abilities of our staff. They say staff is excellent, which is quite unique, as you know, because the staff is the main asset, is the one who will develop your talents. And that's obviously quite crucial. What's also quite unique about this school, that under one roof you will have really three close allied disciplines: architecture, engineering, and computing, and that enables us to explore really the fusion between design and technology. You will be able to have access to a wide range of state-of-the-art facilities for your work to realize your innovative and creative ideas. Now, what's also quite distinctive about really our offerings is that all our programs are accredited by at least 12 professional bodies. Those professional bodies are internationally recognized. So you get a degree from London, yes, which is the center of the globe, but at the same time, the degree you will be getting, you will be able to work really anywhere in the globe, because they are recognized by those professional bodies who ensure that standard is met at all levels. And that's really quite essential when you look for a highly internationally recognized degree. Let me just touch base very briefly on each of the specific subjects we have within the school. Start with architecture. As you know, architecture is fascinating subject. This is where you change where you shape the life of people and societies when you design fascinating buildings, obviously. And what we're focusing here basically is how to stimulate your creative abilities, stimulating creative thinking in order to be able to design that sort of iconic buildings, if you like. And that's why applying theory into practice is a key is an ethos of what we're doing in architecture. So within the cluster of architecture design and the built environment, we have a quite distinctive, actually, portfolio of undergraduate and postgraduate programs. That's including BSc in architecture, interior design, and product design. And imagine if you work alongside students really who are studying these sort of very creative portfolio of programs, as well as we offer part 2, which is a March in architecture, which is, as you know, essential requirements to be an architect, and also we offer masters and MA in sustainability, landscape architecture, and computing and design in architecture. Now, if you look here at just an example, basically, a snapshot of what we're doing in the construction week, construction workshop, where students really explore really free-forming techniques, 3D modeling, and so on, using modular-based design to design really unique forms, if you like. Now, here is an example of how great our students are doing, and you can see here the RIBA Medal Award being won by several of our students for their exceptional achievement. Look at this. This is once in life. And what is it? It's basically 3 of our alumni in architecture won the most prestigious RIBA Sterling Prize Award for 2003 for the best international architecture design. This is something very, very exceptional, as you would appreciate. Now, let's have a look at the example of past students here. Kathy, for instance, won the Housing Design Award for 2009 and 2007. Chris, for instance, won the RIBA Silver Medal, and then Sophie, imagine, was named by the Architecture Journal as one of the most influential women in architecture and sustainability, how they influence society. Now, we are fully engaged, as we'd appreciate, which is quite crucial, with the community, with the society. And here is an example of our students exhibiting at New Design in the center of London, students exhibiting at Siemens Exhibition Center, at Excel, and so on, because they have to obviously show their talents, their creative, obviously, work. Let's move on to computing. Computing is obviously involved in everything, is vital to everything we do nowadays, whether it's retail activities, whether it's the aviation or the financial service, you name it. It's involved in everything, even in construction, aerospace, and so on. And what we offer in computer science and informatics is again another quite specific but niche really programs in areas like computer science, computer networks, computing for business, software engineering, and so on. Likewise, in the case of the postgraduate portfolio programs we offer. And again, these programs, most of it are accredited by the British Computer Society. Now, the key thing here is that we don't just teach you really superficial material, but we focus as well on applying theory into practice, software and hardware, and this is some of the facilities you will be working with. Now, let's have a look at this very unique example, which is Fred. Fred just graduated with a Master in Information Security and Forensic from ACE. And imagine, Fred now is working for the New York Stock Exchange. He earns maybe 10 times of my salary as a dean. Isn't that great? Absolutely great. Now, let's have a look at this. Again, a group of students in computer science and informatics won the British Computer Society for the best, again, final year project. That's really a testimony of that. Now, engineering. As you know, engineering is quite crucial really to everything we're doing in life. We build the bridges, tunneling, we build skyline, obviously buildings, we construct, we design and construct cities. That's really very, very important. So the engineering portfolio of programs we have here is quite comprehensive, ranging from civil engineering, electrical and electronics engineering, surveying and mapping sciences. These are and construction management at postgraduate and undergraduate levels. Now, what's quite unique here as well is again taking you to field study, where you actually experience live projects. You face real challenges. You try to provide solutions to real problems, grounded challenges, if you like. And here are students working in Portsmouth, surveying the site and then laying down the foundation for a building over there, and so on. So that's really live example of what the students doing. Again, state-of-the-art facilities you will experience if you join us. That's in the case of civil, in the case of electrical, electronics, nanotechnology, and all, you name it, is basically amazing. I did personally work for various universities, but this university is quite unique in terms of the facilities, the staff, the friendly atmosphere, the all-rounded experience you will get here. Graduate top stories. You can see here, Alberto, for instance, graduated with electrical electronics. He is now working for the international CLXES organizations. Computer networks, that's Odom is working for Fujitsu. Very, very obviously successful graduate who is now working as well with the university to helping other students to succeed and secure employability. Product design, Andrew Miller. Andrew being quite fortunate that he was actually awarded the RSA National Directions Award, and also being awarded a contract with the London 2012 Olympic. This is very, very prestigious. This is really outstanding. We are so flattered, really so delighted with the achievement of our graduates. Civil engineering, architecture projects, and so on, you name it. I just wanted to give you a flavor of what we have here. But what's really make our offerings quite really different from others, even if those universities who may call themselves top of the league, is really our close connection with employers. Our really programs are fully informed by top world-class organizations like Atkins, like Crossrail. Crossrail, for instance, 15 billion projects. And we were quite fortunate that Sir Terry Morgans came here on campus to inspire students. Do you know what Terry said? Terry said we need at least 83,000 engineers every year from now until 2020. That's what the market is. Market is hungry for your skills, guys, for engineering. And that's what we really need. That's the sort of area you need to tap into. The high salary, the skills, the influence you will have within the community. Very, very important. So employability, the way we work with our employers in terms of offering summer internship, we have employability fairs where you will be able to exhibit your projects to employers and discuss that with them and try to explore opportunity for work placements, employability, and so on. That's what we call it a showcase. Now, the other thing is we don't just focus on local really experience, but we have the global partnership where you will be able to study abroad. You will be able to really travel and study part of your programs in other countries, if you like, to enrich your culture, to look at how they work and so on. Now, we don't just limit ourselves to very basic, if you like, teaching level, but we go further by really trying to engage in international research activities in order to provide solutions to some of the major problems society facing, like poverty, for instance, like global warming, like clean power and energy, cybersecurity, even image processing in keyhole surgery, mobile communication, all this sort of fascinating area. So our research really spans across a number of areas. So we've been quite also successful in securing major European projects. So we are leading a number of consortiums of several millions in the area of mobile software protection, for instance, data center. We are leading this project. And obviously, all these sort of projects are very important because it enriches our own students and raises our international profile. So you can see here the membership, for instance, of one of those projects are top wallet class organizations and universities, ranging from TU Delft, DCA, SMK, and so on. This is just an example of a data center, as you know, where we try to enhance the energy efficiency, look at the overall performance, and really how to share that sort of experience with our students in order to enrich really their experience. This is another European project, which is Tourist, which is focusing on resilient and smart cities. Now, we've been obviously quite care about really what's happening in terms of natural disasters like tsunami, like hurricanes and floods and so on. And our research has well been tailored to address some of these problems in terms of analyzing and try to put some sort of early measures to protect the society in the case of flood or hurricane or tsunami and so on. We conduct also research on the area of brain-machine interface in order to help the people, for instance, who have severe stroke and have part of their body being paralyzed. How would you be able to assist them to become more independent? Elderly people, how would you be able to develop smart devices to enable them to be more independent? Blind people, for instance, how would you be able to smart glasses, a smart device which they can use to navigate their surroundings? This is just really a snapshot of some of the examples really we have here. But when you join us, you will see more and more and more. If you would like to be a world-class leader in architecture or engineering or computing, ACE UAL is the choice. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. That was very, very interesting, and ACE sounds like a very, very exciting place to be, I must say. I think I might join up.
Welcome.
Right, so I think now we can move on to our live question and answer session. So I'm just going to turn the button on, guys. So now when I go in here, if you can please just type your answers in, your questions in, sorry, and we will do our very best to answer them. So we just need to wait for, and someone's organising the Twitter feed, hashtag UEL Interactive. So any questions, you can either go on Twitter and using hashtag UEL Interactive, or you can type your questions directly onto here. And I can see we've actually got our first question come through. One of our panel will answer these questions, so that will either be, if it's a school specific question, it will be Professor Abdullah. If not, Adnan is our ACE alumni, and Louis is our current student. So what have we got then? Oh, look, lovely, we've got questions coming through already. Who do I speak? This is the first question, guys, so whoever would like to answer this. Who do I speak to if I need help with my application? What could you advise them?
It's a very genuine question. Basically, the students who are coming students, they have several problems regarding their application process. Sometimes they are concerned about some language issues and those application fee issues. So all these issues, they can send an email to icc@uel.ac.uk. And in case if they have a particular question about some admission related, issue. Then they can send the email to admissions.international@uel.ac.uk. And if you are concerned about some language or some English language issue or some IELTS requirements and whatever, so you can send the email to language center @uel.ac.uk. All these email addresses are, by the way, available on the website. So if you just browse into the website, you can find these links as well.
Lovely, thank you. That was very comprehensive. Right, I know you, both of you, have used the accommodation here. So maybe one of you could answer. Tell us about the accommodation.
Yeah, I can answer this question. So I'm living in campus, and I feel our campus is really safe. And because the our security team is protect our campus 24 hours, 7 days. And I feel the accommodation fee is also very economical. The accommodation fee is between £120 to £160 per week, and the room also have in the room you have your own shower place, your toilet. The only thing you share is the kitchen, and there's always have the cleaners come to clean your kitchen every week. So I feel it's very awesome. And so the last tip is if you pay all your accommodation, you will always get a 5% discount.
That's handy. So and I know that the views are fantastic, aren't they? Because they're across the River Thames.
Yes, our view is absolutely amazing. It's next to the river, and I feel like whenever I have a free time, I always grab a coffee and just sit on beside the river. I feel really relaxed.
Yeah, happy. Lovely.
In addition to that, what I observed is because I lived in the accommodation for a long time. So whenever I used to wake up in the morning, I used to just open my window, and there was someone who is rowing on the river Thames. So that was beautiful view. And if you are living on such a place, you mentally you are so much relaxed. Your tension of the studies go away, and you just feel comfortable. So I would suggest all the coming guys to just book your place in the accommodation, and that accommodation will save not only your traveling charge. I mean your commute as well. You save your time. Save you, and it will be comfortable as well. So I would suggest everybody to come for these rooms and these accommodations, and variety of accommodations available. They're very cheap as well. I think the range is accordingly, because there are rooms of different sizes as well. There are some studio flats as well, in which you have the kitchen as well inside. So the choice is yours, but I would suggest that don't waste your money outside somewhere. It will save much of your time as well as your money if you stay on campus. So yeah.
Thank you. That was very informative. I do believe as well that there is a 360 view of the apartments actually on the website. So that might be quite useful for everyone to look at if they're interested in the accommodation. But you've heard it from these guys, so our accommodation's good. We like that.
Outstanding. Not just good.
Good.
Yeah, waterfront.
Yeah, on the River Thames. You can't. Yeah, that costs a lot of money, doesn't it? Yeah. Right, we do have another question. What can I expect from London life?
Yeah, I can answer this question. So I feel that London is very diverse cities, and yours can meet different culture and meet different people from different background. And I feel there's always have so many activities to explore it. And I feel really, really happy to live in London. And also, I feel like I live in campus, and it's also easy to travel to the London city center. I think it's really good too.
Adam, what do you think about
Yeah,
that?
definitely. You have the train station in front of you. So if you just come out of your halls or accommodation, you just find yourself in front of the train station, just 2 minutes walk. So I would suggest, and that train station, all the train system is connected within. This is the beauty of the city, that this is the most advanced system which the city have, and all the train systems, underground systems, all of them are connected. You can, once you are into the station, you can go anywhere in, even I think not only in London, anywhere in the UK as well. So it's best if you live on campus, and if you are studying in this university whose main gate is having train station in front of it. So I would suggest, yeah, that's beauty.
Yeah, well, London is the center of the globe. I mean, it's the most vibrant city in the globe. There is no doubt of that. It's unquestionable. I mean, it's 24/7 activities. You will have great experience, obviously, in the entertainment activities, visiting places, and so on. And the opportunities, whether it's professional opportunities for your career, it's endless. It's endless. So I can say I've been myself to various places, New York and various cities across the globe, but London is unique, exceptional. We are fortunate anyway to be in London.
Yes, very fortunate. It's particularly actually East London, because we're very close to Stratford and the Olympic Park, and that's just opened everything up. So
London is shifting east, they say, because
absolutely.
It's a regeneration area. And
who needs west when you've got east?
Yeah, that's why the 15 billion obviously Crossrail project is basically to connect east with the west. And that's also basically because of what's happening in East London. As they say, London is shifting east.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. Yes, so I think that's a very good reason why you should be in London. So, next question. Right, travelling around London. What's the best way to travel around London, guys?
Yeah, that's a lot of choices you have. Basically, while traveling, if the beauty of the city, if you have some just like in other countries, they have the pass, they have some monthly pass or some tickets like that. But in this London, you have a choice. You can make your card, which is called Oyster card. It's a simple card, small card, which has some data inside. So you just have to put in some money into it, and there are different machines. You can just put some money, and you can travel a lot around the London. Then you can make that pass using that travel card using your student status. And if you are showing that I'm a student, and you get the student Oyster, so you get the discount as well on that one. I think that is 30% up to 30%. And that's very cheap card as well. It costs only £10 probably. So you can make different passes like as weekly pass, monthly pass, and they are all further discounted. So it's a good choice for the students who would like to travel. So it's just that.
And also don't forget there's open top buses in the centre of London. So if you want to go and view the architecture, that's what you should do. Go on an open top bus. Right, okay, more. Right, have we got any tweets? Let's see if we've got any tweets. Yes, we have. I do believe. Yes, we do. Skills and qualifications. Are they transferable internationally? So the engineer, all of the different degrees, are they, or does it depend?
Well, skills, obviously, what we're focusing here is basically employability skills. So we have advisory board for each subject who advise us about the key skills needed. And that really make our graduates very employable, because they can work not just in engineering or computing or architecture. They can obviously have set up their freelance, if you like, activities because of the skills they have. So we equip them with a wide range of skills which enable them really to take on various types of opportunities and jobs, because we focus on a problem-based approach, if you like, more holistic approach to teaching, and that sort of flexible way of thinking and dealing with problems enable them really to engage with wide range of opportunities.
Yeah, excellent. This is a very good general one. So what's it like being a UEL student? Why did you pick UEL?
Yeah, there are several
You can both
things.
speak in a minute.
Pardon?
You can both speak.
So the thing is that UEL offers not only the best courses, but they are quite accommodating. So when I chose UEL, there were several reasons of that. One of them was mainly because I got the scholarship here. So I got a big scholarship. I think that was I competed internationally at that time. I got £5,000 scholarship at that time. So these amounts are really
very good student.
and that's a really good amount. So that's another reason. And the department, basically the ACE where I have studied. So I contacted the professors even when I was applying for admission. I contacted the professor, Dr. Alibas, Dr. Ankar. So I inquired a few questions. I had a few questions regarding the courses, the subjects. They responded me well, and that convinced me to come up here. So and in the field I have worked for several years as well. So I knew that what are the demands of the courses and what are the demands of the subject. So like as in the field we use some design softwares, analysis softwares like StatPro, some Adina, and there are different software. That's Abacus, which is my specialty as well. So these are the requirements of the field basically. Of the currently they are in demand. So I suggest I opted this university just because I had an opportunity. I was thinking that I will get the opportunity to learn these skills in these softwares which are highly demanding. So yeah, I came here and I found it. I found that these all opportunities which I was looking for, I exactly approached them. So that's why, yeah, for myself.
Lovely, thank you very much. Louis, why did you?
And I think, as my friend said, our university has very high standard teaching experience. And also I feel our facilities is absolutely amazing. We have 24 hours, 7 days library opening. So I always can study whatever I want, and even though the holidays times, I still can study and to rent the books. That is absolutely really good.
So, and that's brilliant. So you're happy you picked?
I'm really happy about that.
Yeah, good. Okay. So I don't think we've got time to answer everybody's questions, I'm afraid. But the main thing I think we need to get across here to everybody who's watching this is the fact that if you have any questions, you can either email us on icc@uel.ac.uk, or you can always contact admissions on admissions.international@uel.ac.uk. I really do hope that you found this session beneficial, and I hope that we've answered some of your questions. And I'd like to thank you very much for attending, and I'd really like to thank our panel. I think they've been great.
Thank you.
Professor Abdullah, thank you very much,
for
and our alumni Adnan and our current student Louis. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
Thanks for our audience as well.
Yes.
It's very important.
Thank you for attending.
Thank you.